Again, a very, very significant story. The government today has said that there is a new variation. Yes, it is a fact that any form of virus, particularly coronavirus, will mutate. It will have different mutations. But what is this India variant? Why is it being called a double mutant? And why should we be very, very careful? To answer all these questions, I want to introduce a man who will have most of these answers, Dr. V.K. Paul, member of the Niti Aayog and chairman of the Board of Governors for the Medical Council of India. Thank you very much, Dr. Paul, for joining us. My first question to you is, how much should India be worried with this new mutation?
Well, India has set up a very robust mechanism to sequence the viruses for possible mutations of interest, mutations of concern, and mutations that may require investigation through our national laboratories, 10 of them in various regions. So we have first and foremost, a very, very systematic and a robust mechanism. Since the advent of the UK variant, so to say, in December, we have subjected as many as 11,000 virus strains to sequencing to detect mutations that are likely to be there, with particular interest on the mutations that are UK variant mutation, which is B117, the South African variant, as well as the Brazilian variant. These are the three which are quite important in terms of the international impact. So today, we shared the results and the data emerging from this particular intensive collaborative, which goes by the name of INSACOG. And what we are reporting in terms of the results is a couple of things. One, that UK variant is there in multiple states. South African variant is also there, but in very few states. Brazilian variant, only one occasional detection has been done. Then you have some of the mutation that you are referring to. These are E484Q, L452R, which have been found in some states, in particular Maharashtra. And these have also been brought to the attention of the scientific community and the people in general. You are now asking, what is the significance of this? The significance of the UK variant is that it is present in several of our states, and you have that slide that we showed there. It's understood to be associated with some extra transmissibility in other countries. Firstly, we have not demonstrated that kind of a propensity for excess spread. We are watching our data, epidemiological combined with lab, does not at the moment tell us, for us to state with confidence that there is excessive transmissibility, or any of these variants for that matter are riding the excessive transmission or the current surge that we are seeing. Let me repeat it again. Overall, all the mutants put together, the three major ones and the others that we are referring to, we don't believe any of them are pushing the surge as such based on the data. When you connect the data from the lab to epidemiology, UK variant is relatively well understood globally, so it has some tendency outside, but transmissibility, we will watch it. The other mutants that we are talking about, the double mutation and so on, we will watch them. Mutations occur all the time, and every mutation is not necessarily of any significance to human health beyond the general pandemic status. I also want to state here, before I lose the thread, is please remember that mutations occur when virus is replicated. There is a messenger RNA strand. Once the replication of this is going on, the nature makes mistakes. The virus makes mistakes. Therefore, the ultimate prevention for mutation is to curb the spread of the virus, transmission of the virus, throw it out, suppress it so much that it does not replicate, and then there will be no chance of mutations coming up.
Okay, Dr. Paul, two things. Number one, you say that right now there is no correlation that one can draw with this surge in cases with these new mutations. Are you saying this due to a lack of data, or would you not rule out this possibility also?
Well, we are saying this on the basis of extensive data that's available to
Okay.
us. 11,000 strains, systematic. Have faith in our scientific, capabilities.
Sure.
These are, world-class laboratories spanning all the departments from ICMR to DBT to DST and so on and so forth. So when we are correlating the mutation to the clinical behavior of the spread systematically by our NCDC, National Center for Disease Control, we don't see a link. If we do, we will share it with you.
Sure.
It's a work in progress. It's a surveillance. It is not a snapshot. It is a continuum that we are watching.
Dr. Paul, my next question is very significant. Obviously, people thought that the vaccine is going to be our big solution to take care of, the virus and all its mutations. As of this moment, can you tell the viewers whether vaccines in their present form are good enough to work on this new variant as well?
So let me put it very clearly. We understand that both Covaxin and Covishield work against the UK mutation, very clearly established. We also believe that both these vaccines work against the Brazilian strain as well. We have still to carry out work on the South African variant to be certain. Preliminary results for Covaxin show that it covers that variant also. But remember, that variant we are not finding in copious, spread.
Correct.
So for the moment, the main message is our vaccines are working. We do not have a signal to say that any doubt should be assigned to these vaccines. Go ahead them, embrace them, take this vaccine, create a population of vaccine-protected individuals among those who are eligible to receive the vaccine. No worry at the moment. We are watching it. Our scientific endeavor will continue to look at this very important area that you have flagged.
Thank you, Dr. Paul, for clearing these doubts. The right information is very, very important when we are dealing with the information of, number one, a surge, and number two, a new mutation. But thank you so much for clearing the doubts. Hopefully, there will be more in the future, and it is absolutely normal to have these doubts and clarifications. We hope to seek your advice again. Thank you very much for joining us right here on this program.